Okay, we are live. Hello, hello, welcome. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. If you are joining live, please go ahead and drop a little one in the chat or drop a little heart. Just hit the heart so I know that you can see and hear me okay. Happy New Year. So good to be joining this live. I'm so excited about this one because it just feels like a very positive outlook to what's possible. So you probably have seen, let me make sure that it's pinned, that the topic of today's live is my top 3 marketing trends for 2023. Welcome, welcome. If you're just joining, please go ahead and drop a little one in the chat so I know that you can see and hear me okay, or drop a little heart just so I know that I am not talking to myself because I'm excited about this one. So welcome. If you're new here, I'm Irene. I'm a strategist to global brands and I'm also a mentor to emerging experts and e-com brands. And today I'm going to be talking about my favorite subject, which is marketing. And most importantly, the trends that I'm most excited about. Now, one of the things that we do in our agency is that we support the global brands that we work with trend insights, right? Anytime we're seeing a shift in the market, we want to make sure that they're equipped to know that they can adapt quickly, whether we need to adapt their messaging, whether we need to pull an ad. Maybe we need to change the face of who's going to be, fronting that particular campaign. There's so many things that you have to think about as a global brand when it comes to your marketing. But more and more, especially in the culture that we are online right now, where everyone has an opinion, everyone has something to say, the same is true for small brands, emerging brands, being able to sort of adapt to new trends. And what I'm really excited about this year is that I think some of the trends that we're seeing are really actually going to help you become a better marketer, which is what I'm all about. It's why I have a membership to help you master your sales and marketing, which I'll tell you a little bit more about as we go through this live. So you should probably know that with me, when I'm referring to trends, I'm talking about shifts in consumer behavior, right? I'm talking about shopping trends. I'm talking about the way that people are going to interact, engage, and hopefully purchase and buy from you. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those kind of trends and how you can prepare for those rather than like the latest trending track on TikTok, right? There's loads of that out there. That's not what I do. It's more that kind of a long-term strategic thinking. So if you've been in my world for a while, you know I'm all for building a business that is sustainable. And so I've talked about this before, but there's a reason why I don't jump on things until I can see how it can be beneficial for a business. Like we test things for our clients, but I think it's really important to start adopting that mindset when we are so stretched on time to really think about where you're focusing your energy. And of course, you know that I'm all about doing things that are going to give you the maximum profit and not just popularity. So I thought it would be helpful to share just 3 of the trends that would be applicable to small businesses with you. And that's what we're going to talk about today. So my first trend, and I know this can be a little bit controversial, but my first trend that I'm really excited about is artificial intelligence. Now, some of you are going to be like, boo, straight away, but you know how much I am in favor of real connection. You know how much I am in favor of building genuine relationships with your customers. But there are some places, and I believe there is room for both in your business, especially as a small business owner. Now, we've been testing out some AI platforms for our clients, for ourselves in the agency, and I can honestly say it's been a game changer in terms of how much more productive we can be, particularly with the day-to-day mundane tasks like blog writing, social media posts, those things that, to be honest, you'd be outsourcing or someone junior in the team would be doing anyway. Now, nothing ever replaces genuine insight and experience, because if you've ever used AI, any kind of artificial intelligence, you'll know that they are not robots, right? I know we call them bots. You have to feed in what you need. So you have to know what you need before you can even benefit from this. But what they are great for is those repetitive tasks. Like I said, like if you've been one of these people that's always been beating yourself up that you've never had got your blog off the ground, or if you've been beating yourself up that you want to create an ebook or something that's going to be of high value quickly but you can never find the time, AI can be really beneficial for that, to give them the sort of give it the bare bones, and then it can help you flesh it out. Or if you're starting a project or you want to write an article and you just want to get the kind of fundamentals bare bones, and then you add to it, you add your own flair to it, you add your own insights and experience. It's really, really good for that. Now, I will caveat this with this. A lot of the AI that we're seeing is still relatively new in relatively new, right? So what that means is, even though a lot of them come with that disclaimer that it's never been used on the internet and it's all original content, we personally, for the sake of the brands we work with and also for my own peace of mind, I would always check that to make sure that whatever you're putting out into the world is definitely plagiarism free. There's tons of tools that you can find to help you with that. But just to make sure you're not getting into any trouble, you're not, infringing on anybody's work, because that's not what this is about. This is about still using your experience, your expertise to be able to feed into your AI machine that will help you do the legwork, right? Pad it out, make it more punchy, make it more exciting. Okay, so that's my one caveat about this. I still think there should always be a human eye on everything. Only you know your brand tone. If you work with clients or other brands or businesses, you know their tone, and it's ultimately your responsibility to make sure that it hits the mark. So, it's, as I said, it's supportive in terms of productivity, but there still always needs to be a human arm on that. Let me know if you guys have started using any AI tools. I want to share a couple that I'm really excited about. You can definitely check out. The first is Jasper AI. I love Jasper. That was the first one that we started using. And again, I think what I like about it is that it makes the process very simple, right? So if you're a product-based business, it can really help you with things like writing product descriptions, right? People often think that you write your product descriptions on your website once and walk away. You should be updating that bad boy every quarter, if not every month, right? And it really helps with things like that because it will learn your business and your brand over time. There's obviously Chat Open, AI, the one that Gary Vee's talking about. Again, that's really cool. I personally prefer Jasper because I just like the way things are organized. I can put them into different pockets. I can assign it to different members of my team. So it just feels a little bit more, business-led, but it's, again, a great tool. And then one that a lot of people aren't talking about, but if you are in a position where you are running ads, or you are thinking about testing ads, is one called Ad Creative AI. And the reason why it's so cool is because it basically, you have to put in your sort of brand DNA, you have to put in your brand blueprint, and it will help you create high converting ads, like visuals for your brand and your business, which I think is super cool, right? Because I think for the longest time, especially when it comes to sort of like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, it's a little bit hit and miss. I've seen some shockers out there. But I think this is really cool because it's helping you, based on its intelligence, develop high-performing ads. So it means that your ad spend, right, your hard-earned ad spend is working harder for you. So that's the first sort of trend that I'm really excited about in 2023. The second trend that I'm really excited about is pull marketing, right, where you're pulling someone in based on the value that you offer, is really going to become much more important than traditional push marketing, where, for example, you're just pushing out an ad, right? So do you understand from what I've just said the difference between pull and push marketing? So pull marketing is like SEO driven marketing, right? So if you search in Google or you search in YouTube, right, and you're going to pull them in based on the value that you have created on those platforms, right? Or because you've placed an ad in places where that value is, right? That's pull marketing. Push marketing is more like if you're just scrolling and you just see something that pops up which may or may not be relevant, right? Drop a little 2 in the chat if this makes sense to you when I say that. But it's something that actually we've been inviting our agency clients to consider for a while. Not necessarily deprioritizing social media, but and that kind of one-way messaging, but more just thinking about how can we add value? How can we look at more search marketing? How can we look at more SEO, right? So that we know that people are going to be really thinking about where they spend their money right now, right? They're going to be searching maybe a little bit more than they used to before. So you're either in it to win it or you're not. Right? If you're just relying on one type of marketing where you're just pushing out a message to who you believe is your target and not creating the value or putting yourself in places where they may be searching and showing that intent for what it is that you offer, you've kind of cut your chance of being found in half. So that's something I'm really excited about, to see how how this starts to shift, because we all know that, these platforms make it quite difficult for you to reach even your own community. And I think if you really want to succeed and you're thinking about running ads, you've got to rely on more than the 2% of your community that Instagram's going to let you serve you to. It's actually one of the reasons why in our agency we're really prioritizing supporting our clients master YouTube ads, and actually offering a done for you service for YouTube ads, because we're seeing that this is, it's the second biggest search engine in the world. And so we're seeing that this is an area where they can really start to excel and start to put themselves in places where we know that search intent is there. So that is my second trend that I'm really excited about. My third trend, and this isn't even a trend, this is something that I already teach, but it's something that I think a lot more people are cottoning on to. And I think it's something that if you can just master this, even if you're not running ads, you're going to see a massive step change in your business. And it's the return of relationships. I like to say relationships are the new rich, right? Who agrees with me? I think relationships are so powerful. And I think I've done another live, I'm doing another piece all around connection over content, and it follows on from that. Thinking about creative ways to get live and front and center with your customer, whether that's virtually, whether that's an event, and doing that as much as possible in 2023. You see that brands that go the extra mile, businesses that go the extra mile to really humanize their brand, those are the businesses that are going to win, because you're just more memorable, you're more appreciated, you're more, there's more loyalty, and loyalty is the currency of this time, right? Where everyone is looking at what is the most affordable. People will make decisions based on who they feel loyal to, who they feel they get the best value from. And so really building that into your marketing is going to be really powerful. A good way to do this is really also looking at partnerships and ways that you can kind of get in front of other people's audiences. This is the kind of stuff that we teach inside the membership. And I could talk about this all day, but I don't want this live to go on forever. But this is the kind of stuff we teach in the membership. In the new sales and marketing mentorship, it's all about helping you master your sales and marketing. That's really what you're experiencing in there. And when you join us, which you can do for free right now, get a 7-day free trial, you'll find that we are really helping you through our live trainings and Q&A. Think about how you can shift and develop your marketing in real time. Right? We're giving you that accountability to make sure that your social media messaging and marketing is on point. And actually just gets done rather than being another overwhelming thing on your to-do list. And we're really encouraging you, because relationships are so important, to foster, relationships in this growing community. You will get so much further tapping into other people's audiences, no matter how small, if they're like-minded, than trying to do it all on your own, And that's why I say partnerships are so important, because you'll be amazed at what happens when, you plug in like-minded, meaningful partnerships throughout the year. So those are my top 3 marketing trends for 2023. I would love to know any that you are really loving right now, or something that you're planning to do. And as I said, if you want to find out more and join us inside my sales and marketing mentorship, go ahead to my bio, join. There's a 7-day free trial. And if you have any questions, just DM me and I will answer those for you gladly. And I can't wait to see you on the inside. Wishing you a hugely successful 2023, and I can't wait to support you inside our membership. Speak soon.